off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
82's moving. 82's moving.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, Gibson wiggles free. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You can't block me. Check 99. Check 99. Watch twist.
Now a give right side. Gibson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Hey, Mike.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Check, check. Lucky. Six. Bullet. Half. Zip it. Hold. 44. Echo.
On second down, Bridgewater again. This complete to Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hurry.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
Bridgewater again. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check 52. Under 10. 10. Check 13. Check 13.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Ball trot. Football's the Mike.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll get that to develop the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go. Henry. 44 is the Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Kill.
McCaffrey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
I don't think you got it, son.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Gets around him, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hatchet. He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Squeeze, double. Pause. Mike 20. Cut. Hey, Mike 20. You ain't got nothing. There we go, Mike 20. Defense wins championships. Mike 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That is incomplete. The intended receiver was set, the valve, and it's third and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Bridgewater. It's caught. Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Throwing, Bridgewater. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Love again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They run again with Peterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. They try again with Peterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
5 down. Stand. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. 3 buzz. Jenny Weapon.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Deron Payne, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Check.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. 44, Mike, 44.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Chad. I hope you got your rest because I'm about to take you to school.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must be dreaming. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Redskins, the win moves them a couple games over 500.
Chills, my true Say this one for your photo real. Blessing got the testing, I'ma show him skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Star is treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just throw my wheels. I keep it so for real. Who feel it growing here? I'm giving it so to feel. My dude is cold as steel. Star is treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. First off the hands like I don't know no fear. See that crazy in my eyes, they know it's real.
Rick Rock. TikTok. West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give.